Welcome to V802 Speed for all car content. So this video is there a workaround on getting your vehicle repoed and actually keeping it in the end? Yes. So let's go. So first, I apologize. I am sick as hell today, so my voice. So last video we were talking about how dealerships, July to December, specifically Dodge, is going to start possibly changing MSRP, which is unheard of. For example, if a truck is $70,000 on a Maroni sticker, which is your sticker on your vehicle when it's brand spanking new, that's MSRP. Dealerships buy the vehicle for invoice, which is under MSRP, usually a few $1,000s. So Dodge is hurting so much, and the vehicles are on the lots for so long. Like, normal vehicle from when it gets dropped off by the manufacturer, 45 to 65 days. A lot of these dealerships have been over 300 at this point. So it's happening sooner than I thought. I will show you a video here. Actually, I'll show you Maroni sticker. I'll have it popped up. I think it is 98,555. This Maroni sticker is on a Dodge, and that's basically MSRP. Well, now we're going to look at what's on their website, and do you notice MSRP is 87,575? That means it has not been restickered yet, but it is in the process of being restickered, because that is saying from the factory that vehicle is only 87,000 plus. So yeah, good news. It's already starting now, which is awesome. But it's only going to get better come July to December. So if you're going to be getting a vehicle, I would hold off. It's only going to get better. So this video, I'm sure none of you guys know, or maybe actually some of you guys know, we actually have a repo business. We started in 2011. I think 2018 we did like 2 cars at that point, because 2016, 17 we really started not doing so many and putting most of our money into our other businesses. But we are still in good standings with the state of Vermont to repo vehicles. So some of this knowledge that I give you will be what I know of the repo business. It's not like on TV. It's not like what you see on TV. The only problem is I do not know what I can say, what I can't say. So I'm going to cover myself with a disclaimer, and hopefully that keeps me safe. So this video is for entertainment purposes only. It is not for legal advice. It is a fictional story. Hopefully that covers my ass. So with that being said, so basically in the future, I think on this channel, we are going to do videos every now and then on repo stories that have happened. For example, mine and my wife's first date, she went on a repo with me, and we were hiding in the bushes. I like to call it legally stealing a car, so that we could steal a car. There was a time that I ended up crossing the New York border. This one was screwed up. So got pulled over by Border Patrol. They had no clue on the Vermont laws at all with gun rights, which in that video, that's a long video in itself, and we'll do that video. That's a good video. I got out of a Class C firearms felony, and I'll explain how that happened. I'll explain how just because people are in law enforcement doesn't mean they know what the hell they're talking about. I'm a high supporter of law enforcement, don't get me wrong, but when I go over this video, this situation, you'll totally understand. Spend a night in jail, went in front of the judge, a whole 9 yards. I have quite a few repo stories over the years that I might do a little, like a repo series, I guess I could say. So, with that being said, let's go into this. So, a lot of you guys know this is not for people that are just screwing the system. And again, we work out of Vermont. We do work out of Maine some, New Hampshire some. The only thing real difference between those states is that you have to let the person you're repoing the car, you have to send them a notice. So that's a positive thing. That's awesome. So if you guys get a repo notice, this information that you're going to hear will fall into place for you. Okay? So with that being said, this is basically for people that have been fucked over by the system, by a dealership, just screwed over generally. They have something in their life happen to where they can't afford their dream car. They got their dream car and they can't afford it. This is a way that you may be able to skirt the system and keep that car. If you're just being a douchebag or a lowlife and you're just not paying paying for the car and stuff, and you're beating the car, this is not basically will not help you, because it's basically for somebody that has their vehicle, it's their dream car, they want to keep it, they don't want to lose it, but they, like, if you hire a repo car, you cannot sell that car. The way I'm going to go over with you, if you end up going through these steps, at the end of it, that car is legally yours to do with as you please. Register it, sell it, the whole 9 yards. So there's a couple people that I know that had vehicles. One of the things as a repo person, when I go up to a vehicle, I get a piece of a sheet with like the title. I got the VIN number. I don't get much else. I do not get things like number plates. Half of the times I don't even get keys. So it ends up talking to people, trying to talk people into giving me their keys, which we'll go over some of that stuff too in the later videos. So if you get notified by your repo company that the vehicle is going to be repoed, two things you can do. One, if it's a brand new car, it's a good chance that your spare key the company has, unless you know that you have the keys. Cover up your bin, put something always over your bin, make sure your doors are locked, make sure your vehicle is kept in a garage. A repo company cannot go into a dwelling. A repo company cannot go into a garage and get your vehicle. Even if that garage is open, they cannot go into that garage and get your vehicle. Sorry. If you have other vehicles, I personally highly suggest hiding the vehicle for 6 to 8 months. What happens? So a company will come after your vehicle for repo. Say it's a bank. They're going to come after your vehicle. They're going to hire somebody like me. For 6 to 8 months, I'm going to try to get your vehicle. Once I cannot get your vehicle, I go back to that bank, and then that bank will cancel that order and put it into debt collections. At the point of being in debt collections, no one is no longer looking for that vehicle. So if you hide your vehicle somewhere, put your vehicle up in a garage somewhere for 6 to 8 months, and as soon as you get that notice in the mail or that email or that call saying, hey, we're a debt collection, we are so much on this vehicle, As soon as you get that, at that point, you can start driving that vehicle and not worry about it, because no one's no longer looking for that vehicle. With that being said, with the debt collector, you need to call them up and work out a payment arrangement. People I know, we've helped them through this system. They have made payments for $25 a month. Once they're making payments on that vehicle for $25 a month through the debt collection, that vehicle is theirs at that point. So they're paying the $25 a month. And the good thing about doing it this way is when that fee gets down towards $2,000, $5,000, if you ever have a chunk of money and you want to pay it off quicker, with debt, you can knock it down like 50, 60%. So if you have like $5,000, you could probably offer them like $2,500 to pay off the debt, and they'll do it. And then once you pay that, that vehicle is yours. That title is clearly, that title of the vehicle and that vehicle is 100% yours at that point. You have just paid that vehicle off. So this is where it's like you are skirting the system. Is it an inconvenience? Yes. But if it's your dream vehicle, like I said, I've had a few people where it's been their dream vehicle and they wanted to know how they could skirt the system. As soon as they got the debt collector calling them, they started paying that $25 a month, which takes forever. Yeah, you could go through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, but you're thinking it's for your vehicle, it's $25 a month, especially if it's a dream vehicle of yours. So you go through, once you get it all paid off, then you're all set. That vehicle is legally 100% yours. You can sell it. Even with a debt collector, you can, if you have a debt collector and you're paying them $25, you can legally register that vehicle now. You cannot sell it, but you can register the vehicle and drive that vehicle and be safe at doing so. But I would always suggest waiting until you hear from the debt collection saying that they got your debt and they want you to pay it, and then make an arrangement plan. So hopefully that helped you with this. We are going to cover a few things. Here, let me stop and get fuel, and I can go over that quickly. Okay, while we're waiting for gas, so upcoming videos that I'm going to do on the repo subject. Let's see. How people have gotten away with not losing their cars by a repo, which basically that's what we just went over, is the process, the repo process, and then ways to skirt the system. A story of when I got arrested in New York, the New York border. We went to Border Patrol. I had a firearm on me, but we'll go over all that. That's a good story. My first date with my wife, we'll go over that story. Doing a repo, hiding in the bushes. Things repo companies do to find your car. It's not like on TV. Tricks, that kind of scummy tricks and ways to find vehicle or find information when somebody moves. There are some really good tricks out there, and it's not like, I know on TV they say, okay, you know what, you're gonna punch this information into the computer and it pops up. No, there's shady things that repo companies do, but basically they have to do them to get that information. Right to the consumer versus repo agent. Repo, the consumer gives up their vehicle so easy, not understanding the law. Unfortunately, the cops don't understand the law either on a lot of repos, and we'll go over situations where the cop has helped me get a vehicle illegally when they had no right to, because it's a civilian matter. We'll go over situations like that on ways that you can make it to where no one can repo your car, even if a cop says that you have to give them the key. Legally, what law enforcement knows and don't know. What repo companies can't legally do. There's certain things that we cannot do, which a lot of people don't know it, and as long as you don't know it, you can't stop us from it. Tricks done by customer to keep their vehicle when face-to-face with repo companies. Knowledge is power. So when I'm face to face with somebody, I'll tell you some of the tricks that we use. And basically, you're right. If you're in a situation like that, and what your right is, you do not have to hand over your keys. You do not have to hand over your vehicle. Again, I will go over that information with you. Oh, my fuel is done. Video sponsor is Green Mountain Mobile Blasting in Johnson, Vermont, for all your mobile blasting and powder coating needs. Nothing too big, too small. And I think besides that, that's pretty much it besides some of the stories. And again, so I don't get in trouble because I don't know what I'm able to say and I'm not able to say. So this video is purely for entertainment, and all information is fictional. In no way is this legal advice. I have it down CYA and then that information, so hopefully I don't get in trouble. But yeah, if you have any questions or whatever, our business email is down in the description. I'll put it up here, v802speed@gmail.com. 6 to 12 months that you're going to be trying to get repo. As soon as you hear as soon as a company hits you with debt collections, that's when you're able to drive again, and work it out with them. If you avoid a debt collector, then that car will not be yours, and I would not drive it. I mean, if you're not paying it, they may go through a debt collector, and a debt collector is not getting anything from you. They might put it out again to another repo company. So as soon as a debt collector comes and gives you a call on it, start paying the monthly payments. And yes, you can go as low as $25. They'll try saying we only can do $50 minimum. Turn around and tell them, okay, then you're not going to get nothing from me. Tell them you're on unemployment. That's all you can get. And then when you get a job, you'll pay them more. And this is a good way around it. Again, this is not for people that are just to not pay your bills. These are for those few situations that you got your dream car with this economy and you got screwed over by a bank or a dealership, or something happens, who knows, in your family with your bills and layoffs or something. This is a way, if you want this vehicle long term and you want to keep it because it's your dream car. If it's like a Toyota Camry or something, then I would not go through all this. I would go until they repo it, basically. But if this is your dream car that you wanted and you saved up for and you put all this money down on, this is a process that you can take to skirt the system. The repo person will get your information that the dealership you gave to the dealership. So that information you put on dealership, that's what the repo company is going to have. That's why there's a lot of different things that we have to do as repo companies to get information. And there's some cool tricks that we do and have done. And I'll go over some of those on another video. Okay, guys, that's it. If you have any questions, just give me an email. Besides that, I will see you on the next video.